Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio Uncut. We're heading over here to Power, just to upgrade that. And boy, Power is a long way over here, isn't it? It's a good thing we have built our paths. How much stone do we have left? A little bit. That should be plenty. Just to go ahead and send this over in this general area. And let's see, I think I said that these will support 10, and that is factually inaccurate. I believe it's actually 20 boilers. So how many do we have? We have 5. That seems like a silly number, but we'll go with it. 3, 4, 5. Can we fit another one up here? If I can make another one. I can, and I can make some more boilers. Oh, look at that. It's like it was meant to be there. All right, let's see. Pipe, pipe, pipe. And hopefully these power poles are spaced so I can just knock these down here. And it appears like they are not. And you know what? I don't have any burner inserters either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And I could make 5. Okay. Well, we might throw... I don't know what we're going to do. What do we need for another one? Is it just iron? Yes, it is. Iron's way over there. This is the sort of stuff that I generally cut out of these sort of episodes. That's what you get with the uncut. You get Kitch realizing that he's missing basically 1 iron plate, and he has to go all the way back to get one more to make this work. I guess something could be said about planning ahead. That might be a good way to go about doing it. But we already didn't do that already. So let's run over here real quick and grab some iron. And maybe talk about what we want to do in this episode. Why are we not getting power up there? Are these not hooked up? No, they're not. Let's do that then. And actually, I think power is going to be okay for a little while. So maybe we just punt, and then that one will blink red for a little while, and next time we upgrade power, we'll come here and finish that up. There's 14 of them, so we need 6 more to complete that line. We'll just have to remember to make 7 burner inserters when we do that. And I'm sure we'll do that. I'm very, very sure of it. All right, so we've still got a lot of red and green science to go through, so there's no real rush to get to military. I would like to work on it, but first I think what I would like to do is work on some stuff in the mall again. Just because there's... let's see, we should be making some assembly machines now. I want to get some stuff going ahead and being made and buffered up. Mainly stuff like railroad stuff and railroad tracks, and we have everything we need down here in order to do that. So let's run over here, just check them all. Let's see how many assembly machines and inserters and stuff like that were being made. It's full down here, so it should be something that makes me happy. That does not make me happy. What is it? It's gears. Gears. We have a full line of gears over here, and an empty line of gears over here. All of our big gear users look like they're going to be on this side. So we basically have 4 machines up here that are doing nothing. What if we took this... around like that, and then redid these power poles. Oh, that's going to be a big, giant, bad idea, isn't it? You go around like that. Let's reverse these. And we'll make this kind of a pseudo semi-sushi setup. We'll still have the exact same amount of machines and the exact set of gears going around, but this way they'll share both sides, and it'll prioritize this side that has the most gear needing things. And once it goes through there and does all that, it'll come up and get these other guys that are not so gear dependent. Of course, the power poles. Oh, we're just going to have a power pole mess in the mall. I was doing something to try to avoid that. I'm not sure that it's going to be possible with the equipment that we're working with and the person that is doing the designing. We'll take that there. You can go under like that. You can go under like that. You can come up like that. Ah, there we go. Those gears will just keep on traveling around, and we'll just have one gear belt going through the middle. I like it. As we expand the mall, we'll have to basically keep moving that forward, but I like that a little bit better, I think. We need science. Stack inserters? Sure. We'll go ahead and get that mall filled out. Oh, mining productivity. Want to get that every chance we can. Mining productivity is... It basically what it does is it makes your patch last longer. You get bonus resources as you mine things. 10% starting out, and that there's multiple levels of that you can research. Those are the biggish ones. Let's just go ahead and we'll do the upper left corner, and that'll unlock some of our other red and green science stuff. That we need to research. Okay, fantastic. Let's go ahead. We'll roll the intro and see if we can't get into expanding this out a little bit to allow for some of our train stuff and things like that to be built. And the result of it is, well, just look at the result of it. I mean, you can check it out online, and that is why design by committee is always a bad idea all of the time. But anyway, we want to make railroad tracks and stuff in the mall. In order to do that, we are going to need some stone, as well as I want to send stone brick down there as well. With the way this is designed, though, this needs to come in like right there. So we'll take you down, we'll take you off there and squirrel this around, and we'll get a line of stone and stone brick coming in. I don't think we need coal in the mall. Kind of racking my brain right now. I can't think of any reason we need it, but we may. Coal is used primarily for plastic, which we're not going to need, and it's also needed for... grenades, which we're not going to need. It's been a long time since I've worked on a mall like this, and I don't remember from my last mall where things went. All right, carry those on, and that will be fine. Okay, so let's take a look at what we need. We need some railroad tracks, which require iron sticks. We use iron sticks over there. But I think there's actually, don't these require iron sticks as well? Yes, they do. And you require stone. And what do these signals require? They require iron too. And you require iron. You do not require iron. All right, and let's just start using these. We're starting to get a good number of these now. Might as well. The level 2 assemblers, they give us two advantages. One, they have if you look over here on the right hand side, a 0.75 crafting speed, as opposed to the gray ones that have a 0.5. So we're getting a 25% speed. I guess less of a penalty. I was going to say bonus, but that's not true. And also, they allow us to... the gray ones won't accept fluids as inputs, while these will. So if I switch this over, do we have anything that requires fluids? I guess like lubricant barrels do. You see this, it turns into like a little input over here on the side to hook a pipe up to, whereas these gray ones, they do not give us that option. You can't even do that recipe in the gray ones. There are a couple of things that require fluid inputs, things like transport belt, the blue level transport belt, as well as some other things that I can't think of at the moment. Barreling, that would be another one. All right, let's just lay these out here and see if we can't make something that works. We're going to need some iron sticks. So let's see if we made you iron sticks. These required iron sticks. Where'd you go? You're right there. And if we put that on this side, that should be able to hit this. We do that without taking a line up going this way, and that's a win. So that would make you train stops, and you would need iron, steel, circuits, and iron sticks. Iron is right here. Circuits are right there. Iron plates and electronic circuits. Okay, what if we move this over here? And then we got an iron line. Let's see. You are pulling 3 times. You are pulling 1, 2, 3 times as well. So it doesn't matter which side we pull from in that regard. Let's just set these over here. Rail signals. Chain signals. And what do we put here? Combinator stuff. These all kind of take the same thing. Cargo wagons, maybe? You require engines, so we'll have to set up something with those with pumps and pipes. There's a whole menagerie going on there. Lights would be good, but we got to sneak in a copper maker. I'm not going to bother mauling those. Pump jacks, still not convinced that I need to do those. Those require transport belt. Ooh, steel furnaces, maybe? Yeah, you up there. Let's turn you into steel furnaces. And those can grab just off this line down here. Just like the railroad tracks. I like it. That is the way we will proceed. Didn't I move you guys over here? I thought I moved you guys over here. Let's do that. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I moved them back. Circuits. Sorry, the signals. Chain signals. Steel furnaces. Where are they gone? Right there. Okay. That gets you guys circuits coming from over on this side. You still need iron. You need iron. So we need to pull an iron down. You do not need iron. You just need the sticks, and you need the steel and the stone bricks. Both of those are going to come off of this line. So we can do something like, that'll get your steel. That'll get your bricks. And you produce so fast, I think we'll just put a couple of those grabbing stone from there. Actually, you know what? You do the same thing, right? Because you need steel. So we'll just double up like that. And that makes it where this long-headed inserter will grab from this line, and this one will grab from this line. And because these are double or are very, very large, where this arrow hits is where it's going to go. So as long as that arrow's inside the hitbox of the assembly machine, we can do that little stack right there, and it'll hit just fine. We do not need to stock up these iron sticks, so those can just directly feed into there, and we'll get a fast inserter coming in here. You are going to need iron, and you are going to need iron, and we need some more inserters. Let's just grab them all. Boy, that's a lot. You need iron. And you can grab circuits from up there. And is that all you need? You also need steel. All right, so we need to get a steel line. Where's splitter? Splitter, give me a splitter right there. Steel line coming up like that. This was going to be assembly machine 3s. Well, it's not right now. We'll have to look at another thing for that. Is there anything that we can make here? We do have steel. Can we make those? No, we need... Well, we kind of can. We just need another machine. Steel boxes? No. There's better places to do that. That requires pipe. That requires pipe. Well, we'll just leave that open for now, and we'll deal with it at a later date. This big line here seems wasteful, but maybe we'll make use of it in another area. You don't need that. You need that. That should be good. All right, you guys all need outputs. I'd like to put these together. This does not need an output. This does, however. And that definitely does. All right, and then we'll need to snake this on around because there's probably going to be something else that needs these. I'm sure of it. That way. That works, and that works. All right, boxes. I am still using wooden boxes, just because they seem fine for what we're doing here. We don't need a lot of storage for these. Let's see. Let's just do one of those. These, we probably only need one, but I think they stack really small. Railroad track. Let's do 5. And steel furnaces. Let's do 2. All right, and let's see if we can get this powered and working. Close. See, I can't take that down because we'll lose that one. Actually, I think we're going to have to just take it down and do something like that. All right, we're making train stuff. Fantastic. Let's see. Can we... Let's just look here real quick. We're not going to use a lot of, like, locomotives or things like that. The problem with the locomotives and the pumps is that they require engine units, and you can't handcraft engine units. Those have to be done in an assembly machine. So if we made you engine units, which are intermediate products, is that what that tab's called? Intermediate products, yes. You require steel, you require gears, which we'll have coming through here. Steel will be right there. What does a pump require? Requires pipe. It requires steel. It requires engine units. And you, if we make you locomotives, that makes steel, copper, which we have. No, steel, electron. Okay, and engines. All right, so that is good right there, I think. We'll turn you into a pipe maker. We'll turn you into an underground pipe maker. Do you need pipe? No, you don't. You need pipe. What are you going to be? You're going to be pumps. You need pipe. You don't need pipe. You just direct feed there. You just direct feed there. Direct feed. Direct feed. And I'm going to throw a fast inserter there and a fast inserter there. That's going to get the pipe going up that way. Steel. Steel. Gears, which are going to have to come up from that way. Does that need... Nope, just steel. Steel. And that just carries on. You don't require any of that stuff. Oh, you need iron, don't you? All right, so let's move you down there. We'll direct feed that. And send that down that way to you. And that's going to go the other way. And then we can grab iron from that line right there. But you need iron. You need iron too. For pipes. So that was basically unnecessary what we just did right there. But does something else need pipe that we can make up here? Engines, or I'm sorry, pumps, but we have to get those up there. Maybe chemical plants. Those also need steel. Pump jacks. Those need steel. More undergrounds? That might be a good idea. You don't require any of that. What about tanks? Do they require pipe? No. Well, let's just go ahead and build this out and get it running. and see what we lack. Because we might bring in an iron line up here on the side may be fine, or we may want to hold that off for something steel related. Oh, you know what we can do? Let's put this up here. And you feed direct up there, because you can grab iron from up here just as easily as you can grab it from down there. So there's undergrounds. And then we have this down here. Why was I doing this? Pipe, iron. What were you missing? You guys require electronic circuits. Steel, but we don't have the circuits. So we have the exact opposite problem. But it may be more reasonable to bring an electronic circuit line down and do something over here than it would be to do it the other way. Now, like, what if we made this chemical plants and this pump jacks, and then we ran a circuit line coming down here. We would have a whole bunch of things available for this one. And what do you got? What do you got here? Storage tanks. What about regular train cars? Can we make that work? Iron, steel, gears. We have iron. We have gears. And let's see. You needed steel? Yes, you did. And those would require these, which require steel and iron, which you have accessible right there. And those, steel, gear wheels, storage tanks, and we're missing pipe. So you would be those. No, that's not going to work. Because we would need pipe coming down on that side as well. And this is reserved for circuits right now. We're just making stuff to make stuff right now, though, if I'm honest. A lot of this stuff could be easily handcrafted for how much we're going to be using it. And Cornosian pointed out, I can double-click these. I always tend to forget. But we are starting to finish up. Let's see, there's one right here we can do. Okay, no, there's still plenty. So it looks like next episode will be just fine for doing for doing military science. This is fine up here. You do need to output. You will need to output. Pipes will need to output to a box. Undergrounds, definitely. Railroad stuff, definitely. You also need circuits and steel. You're getting steel over there. Circuits you will get from up there. You are getting pipe. You are getting iron plate. That is correct. Do we not send iron here? This has got to be an iron line, doesn't it? No. Iron would need to come here. Iron, because this has to be circuits, at least for this setup. All right, so you are outputting, you are outputting, you are not outputting. Let's output you. And we limited all these, right? Yes, we did. Okay, good. Locomotives, let's just do one of those. Underground pipe, I'm going to do 3 stacks. Pipe, I'm going to do 2 stacks. Pumps, we'll just do 1 stack. And chemical plants, we'll just do 2. And do you have everything you need? I think so. You have everything you need? Oh, yeah. That's why we had that there. You're going to direct feed into that. That means you'll have to spit out down here. And that'll just have to be fine. All right, let's plug her in, and we'll see what we missed. There, and there. And make sure our gear line is going because it looks like it's clogged up. All right, and that'll take a long time for these engines to get buffered up and to get these pumps and stuff being made. Whichever one gets preference, if it's going to be the top one or the bottom one. Just simply because this one takes 20 engine units each. And I think these only take 1. So there's no real rhyme or reason that I've been able to figure out about which one of these inserters is going to fire. But it is going to basically take a long time for that to get buffered up and up to where we're actually producing stuff. But I think everything else looks fine. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. That was actually too far. We want to take that in one. I will see you in the next episode, where I think it's time we finally start working on military science. I think we're good to do that now. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Deep in thought with this stuff here. Yeah, there we go. Have a good one.